Paul? Yeah. Criminal restitution or restitution-based assessments of the Internal Revenue Service? Yeah. I mentioned the criminal restitution of the TSP accounts of those that are federal employees. Yeah. It seems like you don't really acknowledge the victim's rights, resources, and restitution. Oh. But this criminal restitution and the restitution based on the assessments of the Internal Revenue Service, yeah, they have an obligation to make sure that any and all taxes that are paid in the United States are because you did the job that you were paid to do. Now, I'm just making sure you understand that. See, these videos are evidence. They are admissible in court because I make them myself. Yes. These emails are admissible in court. Yes. And when I get to suing the Internal Revenue Service, yes, it says that I can't sue individual employees, but I can. And it says that I can sue the United States of America for refusing to enforce tax laws, yes, that make it a crime, to pay a taxable income to any police officer, sheriff, or any other person in law enforcement, yes, when they refuse to enforce the laws. So for the IRS, yes, to know about what you're doing, yes, and refuse to obligate you to enforce the laws, yes, they're liable. Now, the individuals in the employment of the Internal Revenue Service that have any knowledge of the misprisioning of felony or treason, yeah, they're liable. Oh, and as much as they say, well, I'm just an employee of the Internal Revenue Service, except for the personal knowledge that you have of crime. See, this is one of those whistleblowers, yes, but it's a little different. Let's say you are an employee of the Internal Revenue Service. So, and you're watching the videos or the emails or you got any of the documentation from the drives, right? And you say, well, I do know of kidnapping, right? I do know of violating the civil rights of citizens. I do know of child abduction, child exploitation because my sons are in the wrong grades, right? I know of parental alienation and brainwashing of children. Yes. I know of child abuse and child neglect. The individual employees of the Internal Revenue Service are not liable for lawsuits unless they have the personal knowledge of felony or any of the child abuse laws of the United States. Sorry. They never considered the actual employees. See, they wrote it in such a way as to suggest, yes, that none of the employees of the IRS, yes, would ever be complicit in or accessories to, yes, any felony. Oh, now they themselves, well, they are liable as much as you dislike the idea. When I sue them, yes, then I'll ask them, do you know of any of the crimes that I have documented and evidenced, yes, in emails and videos? Oh, for those employees that do know, yes, they're legally liable.